Good morning, guys. Today I'm going to be taking you on a day in the life of running my full-time Etsy business. So we've got some packing orders to do, we've got to work on some spring products, I've got my packed lunch, I've got my morning coffee that I make every single morning without fail before going into the studio. So let's go to work, shall we? Right, we're in the studio. All the lights are turned on. It literally takes me ages to turn all the lights on. We actually have these little remote lights because we've got fairy lights and stuff dotted around. Honestly, these studios are really dark. We moved in here back in 2020. If you haven't seen those vlogs, you can actually see us move in. This is our third room in this building, and I think just every single room is really dark. We have like a million different uplighters to try and make it really bright because I like it very bright when I'm at work. It keeps me like motivated and pumped. So we bought like these little remote things that you can plug your plugs into, and then you can turn them on rather than going around and turning the plugs on like all around the studio. You just click a button. I'll leave the Amazon link for them. They're really handy. Anyway, today I am actually going to be packing orders. It's been pretty quiet, and I think we're going to enter the quiet season very soon, which is pretty much the majority of summer and spring. Our busiest time of year is normally October through, well, starting in September, it's normally autumn and Christmas. We are going to do different collections this year to hopefully remedy it so that we can do more like products like weddings and stuff, to kind of boost up those quieter months. So because it's quiet, I'm actually packaging orders today, and Mike is having the day off. And then also today I really need to get to work on the spring collection, and for spring I wanted to do a theme around daffodils. Now I have actually just got back from a trip from Florida, and I got so inspired by the cherry blossoms over there. There was cherry blossoms everywhere over there, and I was like, oh my gosh, maybe I could switch the flower to cherry blossoms rather than daffodils. I actually asked my Marshy Club over on Patreon if I should change it or stick with daffodils. Oh yeah, everyone said cherry blossom and keep the daffodils for next year. I need to get that ready because I need to send off for the enamel pins, because enamel pins can take up to 6 weeks to arrive. Let's get to work, shall we? First of all, I'm going to get my physical planner out and I'm going to plan my week ahead. Let's go, shall we? It's actually Shrove Tuesday this Tuesday, so I'm going to be using my little Katnipp holiday stickers. Look at this, cute. Oh my gosh, I found some of my old stickers, and oh, I always keep like seconds ones. These are when I used to cut them manually on the Cricut. They used to be this tiny little sheet, and I found these little pancake guys. So these are my old little pancake stickers I used to do. I used to do a lot more texture and stuff back in the day with my illustrations, and then this is my new ones. As you can see, the lines are much thicker. I don't add as much texture, but they look better as stickers on a page. Now that my week's all planned, I like to keep this open on my desk looking pretty. Got pancakes everywhere for Shrove Tuesday tomorrow. It's time to answer my emails. Answering emails is so boring, and I've run out of coffee. Ugh, why does that taste like washing up liquid? Alright, Right, so I've just finished all my emails and I am really hungry, but I need to get to work on orders. And it brings me into this week's sponsor of the video, and that is Athletic Greens. If you guys know, me and Dean have actually been on a new health and well-being journey, and some of our favourite creators have actually recommended AG1 to us, and we were going to start it out this year, and they reached out to us. It was like the whole planet's aligned. It was so cool. You've probably seen me have this in the background on my studio vlogs. I have this after my morning coffee and normally before dinner, but I'm really hungry today. But Athletic Greens is really cool because it has me covered with all the essential multivitamins, multi-minerals, and it even has pre and probiotics in this, which was one of the main reasons that I really wanted to start incorporating it into my daily ritual. It's really easy to use as well. I don't have to use a blender or anything. It's just one scoop and add some water and shake it up, and then you're ready to go. I was also really worried about the taste because I thought it was going to be like really tangy, but it's got a really mild earthy flavour. It promotes gut health, it promotes immunity, it helps recovery, and it also boosts energy, which is definitely something I need in the studio when I'm working on all my creative tasks and my businesses. Another thing that I really like as well is, you guys know that I love to travel. We also have these really cool travel packs, which is super handy to just like fit into my suitcase. I also really like the fact that Athletic Greens is obsessively researched and actually backed by science. And it has like 75 high quality vitamins, minerals, and nutrients in this little sachet. A huge thank you to Athletic Greens for sponsoring today's video. If you guys are wanting to look after your health and you want to try this out, click the link in my description. You guys will actually get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3 and K2 along with 5 free travel packs. So a huge thank you to Athletic Greens for sponsoring this video. Now I'm going to drink my AG1 and I'm going to eat my lunch, and then it's time to pack some orders.
When I make no first travel videos,
Right, let's pack some orders, shall we? Right, let's go.
Down the last 2 cases of bonus stickers.
Planner stickers. Just one little pumpkin sticker. How cute, just a single order of a sticker. Perfect fit, look at that. How satisfying. I love that, looks so good. This is literally me. This is one of the first generation of Katnipp pins, and this night owl, totally me. What I tend to do if there's an enamel pin in an order with like an art print or any paper goods, I do put a small layer of bubble wrap around it, just so it buffers it and it doesn't damage the paper goods because it can press into it. I also don't put it in an envelope. So what I'll tend to do, just to be on the safe side, is I'll put a thank you card down like this, and then I'll put the enamel pin flatways down on top of it, wrapped in the bubble wrap, because I have had times where I used to lay it like this in a box, and sometimes the box can get squished in the post, and this bit here on the enamel pin can press down and ruin the paper goods. So that is why I do that. I tend to just do a little thin layer and I just snip off the excess. I now know normally exactly how much to cut, and then it just means that it's slightly protected, the pin, and then I'll lay it face down like that before I wrap it up. And I'll put this in a box because it's got a pin in it. Otherwise it can totally damage your products. Perfect fit. I do offer my coasters and mouse mats as a non-packaged option, so if you want to remove the packaging like normally, I'll put them on this nice pretty backing card, and I use a glue dot and I seal it in a cello. But I do have the option on my store to purchase the coasters and the mouse mats and any other items that we can without packaging. So what I tend to do is I just put a little bit of branding on the back. I've got my Katnipp cherry blossom stickers. I'll pop that on the back there, and then I'll just put a thank you card in and I'll wrap that up like that. So it's minimal packaging, there's no plastic, and I'll just literally wrap it up. Oh no, I've torn the tissue in some tissue paper, but I need to do another one. I'll just wrap it up in a little bit of tissue, so the only packaging is the thank you card and some tissue paper. Reasons for adding packaging to your order is normally if it's a gift and you want that branding on there and it's not for yourself, or maybe you just like the branding and you collect the packaging, because I have made the packaging so that it is pretty and it can be used for scrapbooking, or you can reuse it anyway, or maybe you just want to have that extra protection and it's going overseas or somewhere where there's going to be bad weather or it's winter and you just want that extra protection. But I decided to start offering that back in 2020? I can't remember when it was now actually, but we've been doing that for a while. And I recommend it because we do get a lot of customers who like to remove all the excess packaging, because otherwise they would just have to recycle it themselves or throw it away. And then we also have customers who enjoy and really like the branding and like to have like the packaging and Katnipp branding on it, or maybe it's for a gift. But ta-da! That's the coaster. Pop it in the bag, seal it up. We've got another coaster here. We've got the Adventure Awaits coaster. This looks so cute against pink. I absolutely love this one. And because I love travelling, I did a whole travel range last year. Adorable. Whoa, I love seeing your orders and what you guys pick. Look at this huge one. So many cute things. I'm guessing this person really likes Bumblebutt. They got all the Bumblebutt, or at least the majority of in-stock Bumblebutt pins, including the new pin. I love him in his little space helmet. it again. These boxes are really sturdy. These were from my collab with Packle. And they've got custom packaging. And these are really thick and sturdy. I wish I could afford to literally do all my packaging custom. Ta-da! I use clear tape on these ones so you can see the branding. This one's the UK one. Yeah, that should be alright. We've just realised that our new A5 envelopes that we've ordered, we've got like a new batch. We've ordered them from the same place we always order them from. I don't know where it is actually, Dean orders them. But the sticky tab at the back that seals them isn't sticky enough, and I've just noticed it just then when Dean was doing the order, because I was just packing up a couple more orders and it just literally peeled away. So then I thought, oh my gosh, because we have the post that gets picked up at 4:30 and we're running out of time, and I just checked with the other ones and they've all peeled off as well. So I've just had to quickly run over with the gummed tape dispenser and seal them all down. Don't know why that happens. Sometimes like we get dodgy batches of envelopes, so I'm gonna have to make sure to tell Mike when he comes in to super secure the A5 envelopes. All the other envelopes are fine. It's just a new batch of A5 ones. Don't know what happened there. Oh, alright, I finished all the orders. Feels really cathartic kind of getting through them all. I always listen to like nice music or some podcasts. But we're all done. But I actually want to edit a reel and a TikTok. I filmed it actually before I went away. It's on this SD card. So I'm actually going to edit the TikTok on Final Cut Pro. That's how I edit most of my reels, unless I've got footage on my camera, and then I'll just like use like a template on reels, or I'll just like compile it on Instagram or TikTok or wherever I'm uploading it. But I have got some footage of like a sticker unboxing that I didn't get around to editing, so I'm going to quickly edit that, and then it should be coming up about 5 PM. I still want to do sketches tonight so I can come in tomorrow and design the enamel pins ready for spring, because I need to get them sent off ASAP. But I thought rather than just staying in the studio till like 8 PM or whatever, I'll get cozy. And I do this quite often actually. I'll get cozy, I'll take my iPad. That's the beauty of having these babies, the little iPad minis and iPads in general. You can take them anywhere and illustrate. And if I have to illustrate a lot, like to go to coffee shops or somewhere different just as a change of scenery, and that really helps me be focused. And I think, right, I'll stay here until I've done this illustration. So tonight I'm going to get comfy on my sofa after my tea, and I think I'm going to do some sketches, and I'll show you and bring you guys back home with me. Dean's bought this new Hoover off Amazon for like £40.
Well, no, it was 80, but we had a £40 gift voucher.
Oh, it was 80, but he had a £40 gift voucher. Now he's hoovering. It's this one right here. Basically, we had a Henry that was in the studio, but it was just a nightmare to store. You've probably seen it on my vlog. It was just like underneath the desk, and all the like big thing was just hanging out, whereas this one's like a cordless one. You just hang on the wall. So we'll probably just pin it back behind the door and just pick it up and hoover it at the time. Wow, look at the sunset outside. The winter sunsets are literally the best. Look at the sea over there. Me and Dean are actually a little bit miffed because there's like this renovation project happening in the local area where the council has got some money to renovate and like rejuvenate the town, and they've just accepted planning permission for a building right next to this building, like a new building, because what's there now is like old from the 60s. And what the building is actually, we looked at the plans, it's going to block our window. It's going to block that window there. Like, so I don't know if anyone's going to come and tell me first if we get a discount on the room, because one of the reasons we moved out of our massive studio was the fact that these rooms are so dark. But to be honest, these rooms are just dark everywhere. As you can see, if we didn't have our lamps and stuff on, look how actually dark this room is. Really poor lighting. I don't know who designed it. It's really weird because even though my very old studios, it had like that old cringy like square office lighting, but it was actually really bright and really great for working in, because the last thing you want is it to be dark and dingy, like coming into a workspace that's dark and dingy, at least for me anyway. So no one's even mentioned this window yet who runs this building, so we're just gonna wait and see what happens, and then we'll have to get to that hurdle when it when it comes, because we've moved into the studio last year and I actually like this space. It's the perfect size for all our products and stuff. There could be another studio move on the horizon, but I'm guessing it'll take a while for the building work to like start. But another thing is, obviously when they start the building work, they'll be doing that for quite some time and it's going to create a lot of noise. And I film for YouTube and I often have sponsorships and stuff that I need to do, so I don't know. Watch this space. We're going to have to see how that unfolds. Anyway, let's go home, shall we? Oh, didn't you always look so cute on the sofa? Alright, so I've just had my tea. We've been watching like Stephen Bartlett podcasts on the TV while we had our tea, and I did all my sketches of my cherry blossoms and I absolutely love how they've turned out. I actually had in my product collection ideas that I would do pudding as a leprechaun, but to be honest I don't think it's going to make it in time for St. Patrick's Day, so maybe that's something I can do in next year's outfit collection. Instead I illustrated him in the cherry blossom outfits. I think that this collection maybe do 3 pins, maybe one of just a single cherry blossom, pudding and then bumblebutt, but I'm going to actually put on Patreon and see which one of bumblebutt with the cherry blossoms I should make into a pin, because I'm a little unsure, so I'll probably do some sort of poll. If you would like to support me but don't particularly want to like buy any items or physical products, you can join us over on Patreon. We do one single £4 tier and you get exclusive behind the scenes, so they will have seen this before this vlog goes live, and they also take part in polls, help me design new things, and also get monthly exclusive wallpapers and a 15% off coupon code and podcasts. Oh, and access to all my old videos, Q&As and live streams as well, so you can get quite a lot of stuff. So if you want to join us over there, I'll leave a link in the description. But I am going to settle down for the night. I'm actually going to play on Beat Saber now and do some exercise. I'll see you next week when we will be turning those sketches into a physical enamel pin, so watch out for that if you want to see how I develop from sketching to enamel pin for the spring cherry blossom collection. Really exciting. Alright then, thanks so much for watching. I love you. Goodbye.